Welcome to the 6A D1 and D2 recap, along with predictions for the state championship competition bracketology. Let's go. We're gonna start with the 6A D1. You want to start with D1? Yeah, let's start with
D1. D1. Yeah, we can talk about these with a lot less emotion.
Yes, sir. Let's go with the Region 1 on the D1, 6A D1.
Yeah, Prosper versus North Crowley.
Yeah, North Crowley been on, huh?
Yeah, they were doing their thing until Prosper came along and said...
Well, that's that coach first year. I seen some highlights about them. They did their thing for the year. They went further than a lot of people thought they would go. But Prosper pulled it off, 35-21 on the top of the Region 1. Let's go down to the bottom of Region 2. We had Louisville and Keller, undefeated Louisville, playing Keller. Now, Louisville is a team that I picked. I've been hearing about Louisville a lot.
I'm trying to keep pushing
43-3. 43-3. Oh, Louisville is the team that's coming off the left side of the bracket, but that's okay. So we have Louisville facing Prosper.
Yes. 13-1 versus the 12
in the region finals.
Yes, sir.
Finals coming up this week.
Yes, sir. I think Louisville's take that one as well.
Right. Now we go to Region 2 in the 6A D1. All right, let's see who we have here.
This is a good one now. We had Duncanville versus Woodland.
Now.
We knew.
Yeah, that was too much, Duncanville. Hey, look, Duncanville is on the scare right now. And I'm sorry, I said Louisville was undefeated. I think Louisville...
They lost one.
They lost one, okay.
Right.
I see it. Duncanville and the Woodlands, 35-3. Oh my goodness. It was like they wasn't there.
Look,
man.
This is the thing. If you can't move the ball, the game is over.
Yeah.
So,
Duncanville looking good.
The game is going to be ultimately decided by the unsung heroes in the game, and that's the front five, right?
Wow.
So if your front five can't do what they have to do, the game is over. There's nothing else. Now, surely the coach can try to adapt, right? Drop the skilled players back, hoping that they'll be able to scat away from the oncoming defenders, try to defend, and go towards different zones and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, your front five is what determines the outcome of the game.
Right.
And in this particular game, Duncanville's defensive attack is brutal.
Right, I got you. They always been like that. They always been like that. Coming on the bottom side of the Region 2, we had Waxahachie and
Westfield.
Spring Westfield.
Yes,
now,
sir.
that was a heck of a game. That's all over the internet. That was all over sports, prime time. Look, Day. Shout out to Day. Boy, Day did his thing. Had the winning touchdown for he ran I want to say it was a post.
Dejan Palomo.
PJ Hatter hit him and he ran it in for another 50 yards. It was, at that time, I think it was 3-3.
Look, that kid
7-3.
Dejan Palomo, look, certain kids just keep popping up. And this is not a coincidence.
Yes, this kid is a real athlete. And Absolutely. He's the starting point guard on their team. He's pretty good. They're pretty good. But shouts out to Spring Westfield. They did their thing. Now,
shouts out to Waxahachie too. Because
that's a good team.
That was a good, and 10-7?
That's a good game.
Against Spring Westfield?
Yeah, but look at who they play now. Duncanville. I'm sorry. I usually go with the hometown team. I can't do it on this one. Spring Westfield is good, but Duncanville, man, they looking so powerful, bro.
Okay, I just got through talking about this. This is going to boil down to this. In order to beat Duncanville, your line has to dominate Duncanville.
Yeah. And Westfield has good O-line and D-line. I watched them many times working the games, but, man, that's too much, man. Let's go to Region 3. We're going to cover the prediction. Region 3, oh, my goodness. Cinco Ranch playing North Shore. Well, we knew how that one was going to be. But, Cinco Ranch competed. 49-21. Man, North Shore. Look, this kid, Rashard Johnson, man, he running now, man. He running now. Hey, y'all going to the game, right?
Yes.
Okay, man, he's running now. He wasn't running this good at the beginning of the season, or they wasn't getting him the ball. Now I'm seeing his highlights. He running over people. They calling him Baby Bo Jackson.
Okay.
So when you go see him, tell me if he really Baby Bo.
He's actually one of the reasons why I'm going to go see him.
Okay, you want to see her. He's a
Absolutely.
senior. He coming on now. He's coming on. Okay, on the bottom side of the Region 3, we had Ridgepoint and Atascocita. Now, we went with Atascocita, of course. It was a pretty decent game. 46-24. I heard Torrey Blaylock had a pretty good game. Had over 200 yards rushing, like 3 TDs. So it must have been one of his better games because he was all over film. And I hadn't seen him much this year, other than a couple of times. So it must have been one of his better games. But Atascocita took the dub. So we have coming out of Region 3 for the finals is North Shore and Atascocita again. That same district. What is it? District 21? I always get it confused. Man, 1 and 2. Let's see how he do. See what he do.
What are you gonna call?
Let's get back to that. Let's go down to Region 4. We got Lake Travis and Brenham. I want to say you went with Brennan, not Brenham. Brennan, San Antonio Brennan. You went with Lake Travis, didn't you?
I think so.
Yeah, you did. You're going to go. I think I went with Brennan. But Brennan pulled it off 34-17.
Man, I'm gonna rewind this.
Rewind.
I think you're making this stuff.
But that's all right.
You flipped the winner.
Let's get to the bottom side of it, because I don't think it. I hate to move around like that, but the winner of the Region 4 is at the bottom anyway. Your hometown, Austin Westlake playing San Benito. That was 44-7, as we call it. Coming out of Region 4 is Brenham and Austin Westlake. Who you got on that one?
Westlake for sure.
Westlake for sure. So okay, the left side of the bracket, we got Prosper and Louisville. We taking Louisville. We were unanimous on that one. Duncanville and Westfield, we going with Duncanville. Here's where things changed. So we got the left side. We have Louisville and Duncanville. We both going with Duncanville coming out the left.
Don't try to jump nothing. Don't
We ain't
try to
jumping
pick nothing. Who do you got for number 1?
No, we about to
No. Prosper and Louisville.
Louisville.
Duncanville and Westfield.
Duncanville. We already said.
North Shore and Atascocita.
Hold on. We got a call who coming off the left side. Duncanville coming off the left side. You got Duncanville coming off the left side? Keep the format right. Duncanville coming off the left side. Region 3, now here's where it get tricky. I go with North Shore, and you went with Atascocita.
When?
We already went through that.
When?
We already went through that.
When?
It's already been discussed. We was at the bottom. Brother-in-law.
Okay.
Brother-in-law, we already talked about it.
Let's just be clear. Atascocita beats North Shore.
North Shore beats Atascocita.
No.
I said North Shore beats Atascocita.
Okay. Atascocita beats North Shore.
Okay.
And then Westlake beats Brennan.
Okay.
And then Westlake beats Atascocita.
Okay. So you got Duncanville and Westlake for the state championship. And who you have winning the state championship?
Westlake.
Atascocita, you see that? North Shore, you see what he doing with you guys?
No.
He making y'all 3rd or 4th place. North Shore is the only team on the right side that can beat Westlake. That's okay. I have North Shore coming out, Westlake coming out.
First of all,
North Shore winning the right side.
First of all, this whole thing is kind of lopsided because if it was going to be more fair, Westlake or North Shore would be, one of them would be on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Because at this point, and then you got, just look at the way it's arranged. You have Duncanville and Westfield, 2 particularly strong teams paired up against each other. while you got Louisville going against Prosper.
Who's winning the
Then
state
you got
championship, young man?
Westlake going against Brennan.
Who's winning
Westlake-
the state championship, young man?
Westlake.
Westlake for
I
the
don't know why
dub.
that's so hard for you to figure out.
I have on the left side.
If Atascocita beats North Shore.
They know if
You don't.
on the left side.
You don't think Atascocita can do it because you got all these
On the left side, Duncanville coming out. On the right side, North Shore. I got North Shore for the dub. That concludes the 6A.
No.
You call Austin Westlake, I call North Shore.
Westlake for the dub.
Austin Westlake for the dub.
There you go. They ain't saying no.
That's what you said.
No. You just said it.
I said North Shore for the dub. I ain't going against North Shore. The show.
Now you wanna
I
go
went
back.
against them earlier with the A. I gotta go back. I'm an Indian picker. So that's concludes our
You heard what happened at
6A.
Atascocita? They're the
Dish.
ones who put you in this predicament in the first place.
D1 6A, North Shore for the dub. Now off to the 6A D2. You said this one is
This is going to be the hottest one.
Yeah,
This
this
is
one
the
right here.
hottest and the hardest because this leads
A
to
lot of teams that are very, very, very close.
Yes, I mean look. Denton Guy played Byron Nelson.
Yeah. Then
59-41
in Region 1.
in Region 1.
Right, and the score was 59-41. Denton Guy, that's pretty much who we call.
Leaving Denton Guy at 13-0.
Right. In the bottom of that Region 1 bracket, we have South Lake Carroll and McKinney. And South Lake Carroll won 42-35. That was
Bringing
the close.
them to 13-0.
Right.
Now,
So
what
we
you
got
have
Region
here is the only, let me look at this thing right one more time. This is the only situation in where you have two undefeated teams
In the
at
big-
this stage of the game.
Well, in the big schools, larger schools.
This stage of the game, the big boy, when you get to be this far.
Right.
You
Right.
got in 6A, including D1 and D2, you have Denton Guy versus South Lake Carroll. In 5A, which is including 5A, D1 and D2, it's Mansfield versus Longview. Those are the two undefeated teams.
Right.
So in Denton Guy and South Lake Carroll, what you're gonna end up with is a heck of a battle. Who
Right.
you got coming up out of there?
Oh, I'm going with Denton Guy. And South Lake Carroll has a coach, but I'm going with Denton Guy. They strong this year. Oh yeah, they strong this year. That's who we called the first. That's who you said. I think you said them.
Yeah, but I might have to be an Indian.
Okay, that's all right. Let's go to
Because I
Region
think-
2. We'll talk about it. Let's go to Region 2. Man, DeSoto and Tomball. Hey, Tomball represented Houston. They went pretty far, but DeSoto had too much. Too much.
No. That was way
38-14.
before then. They just played Caney.
No. DeSoto played Tomball.
Oh, they just played time ball.
Yes, New
Yes.
Caney. They played
Yes.
New Caney before.
Yes.
Yeah, DeSoto won 38-14. Then we have on the bottom of the Region 2 bracket, Spring Duquesne and Harker Heights. Now that's the Harker Heights won that game 63-30.
Yeah, that threw us off.
Took out another one of our Houston teams.
Because I really didn't expect that.
Right.
I thought Caney was going to really. But
I think I went with Harker Heights. But I'm going to tell you something. In the Region 2,
I think this
yes,
thing
sir.
does this
I
every
think
time.
I went with, but I don't think we touched on it much because I already had Region 1 was gonna be Denton Guy and Region 2 was DeSoto. So I'm right on my picks anyway. Okay, we're gonna go to Region 3. Now, Region 3, Katy and Summer Creek. Summer Creek had a run. Another one of the District 21 we were just talking about. All four of those teams were left in the playoffs. Not anymore. Katy, the machine, 35-7 over Summer Creek. Summer Creek had a good run, but Katy is just too much, man. At the bottom of Region 3, we had another one. Fort Bend, Hightower, and C.E. King. C.E. King came out of there 38-21. 38-20. Isn't C.E. King in the same district?
Yes.
Summer Creek? Okay.
Yes.
So they came out 38-21. I think we both picked C.E. King.
Right.
So I got coming out of there, Katy, of course, Region 3. And then Region 4, Austin Vandergrift over San Antonio Harlem.
Yeah.
and Austin Vandergrift won 49-21.
Yeah.
So the bottom of the Region 4 bracket, we have Dripping Springs and Harlingen. Now, Dripping Springs, 45-0. That's the team I have coming out of the bottom part, Region 4. So right now, as we called it, my bracket looked the same since day one. Denton Guy at the top, Region 1, DeSoto at the bottom. On the left side, I'm going to have DeSoto coming out. On the right side, Katy, it's going to beat C.E. King, and Dripping Springs is going to go ahead and take over for Vandergrift, and I have Katy coming out of the right side. DeSoto and Katy, Katy for the dub. And that concludes our 5A, 1, D1, D2, 6A, D1, D2 recap and prediction of the bracketology for the state championship high school football. And as we end every show, numbers don't lie, people do. Peace.